By now you've seen that you can build pretty much anything in Flutter. The last section we saw how the Google team had actually built charts, and they're pretty amazing. All they've done really though is build some custom widgets. So that's what we're going to do in this section, is build some custom widgets. We're going to start very simple. Let's go ahead and let's expand out our lib, and let's make a new Dart file. Let's call this my widget. In my widget, we've got a little bit of work we need to do here. So let's go ahead and import the package, and we want the Flutter material. That way we have all the material design widgets that we need. And we're going to extend the stateless widget. Stateless widget just means that we're not going to hold a state within this widget. And we want to implement the build function, which is just going to return a widget. Remember, anytime you see the word build, think render. We're going to render something out to the screen. Return new container. And in our container here, we are going to, you guessed it, add in some padding. And then we're just going to make a new text. So what exactly is going on here? Well, we've got a class, it's a stateless widget, so it's not holding state. That's right, each individual widget has its own slice of the state, meaning each widget has its own little boundary in memory called state. This one, however, doesn't care about state because we're trying to keep this example very simple, but just understand that concept that each individual widget can have its own state. Now, what we're doing is we're calling the build function. I should say the build function is called automatically. And we're going to have a context in here. We're returning a container and just simply printing out hello world. So let's go and go into here. Let's import the my widget. Because it's in the same directory, we don't really need to do anything special. And let's go ahead and put it in here. Hot reload, and you can see hello world. So what exactly is going on here? Let's break this down a little bit. When the application loads, we have our import, so it automatically knows we need this widget. Then we have our stateful and our state. In our state, we have going out, we're rendering. Here's the build function right here. Nothing new. However, when it gets to here, it's saying new my widget. It's then going out here and calling build, which is how it's rendering out onto the screen. If this was a stateful widget, it would have its own state and you would have your own internal variables you would have to manage.